cell phones. This is sort of our portal for connection these days, isn't it? We have our technical support. So turn your cell phone on, and I just want you to track how you feel. Like, oh my gosh, there could be a really great email in there. There could be some really boring ones, but there might be a really good one. Maybe they're going to publish my book. Maybe my grandmother's coming to town. Maybe my partner's going to meet me for lunch. There could be something really good in there. So I just want you to track how you feel in your body when you have your portal of connection. You got it, right? It's turned on. Now I want you to give it to a stranger. Okay? just don't need to talk so much, but just notice what you're feeling. Notice what's happening. Notice your reaction. This is an exercise from Gary Small, who wrote iBrain, by the way. And now, as you just give yourself a minute to track how you're feeling in your body and your emotions and in your thoughts, and then let yourself have it back. Get it back. Back. Get it back. And then turn it off and put it away. Yep. Track how you feel with that. This proves you have an attachment system, right? Even how you deal with the separation of your beloved portal of connection is representative of how this might also play out in your relationship. So it's just what we have to do when working with connection is you have to stimulate the implicit memory, the unconscious pre-verbal part of ourselves where the original relational template was laid down. So this is just one example of how you could enter a process with that or playfully engage with that. There's another one. Are you up for another little mini exercise? Okay. This is a little more interactive, so I want you to play with this a little bit. It's called self-other balancing. So you'll need to pick a partner. And so it'll probably get a little loud in here while we do it, but you just pick a partner. And let's say I'm A. The A person is just self-reporting. It could be, I love these orchids, and as I'm sitting here, I'm feeling a little more grounded in my feet and seat, or my heart's starting to open because this crowd is so cool, or it could be, I love your sweater, or your earrings are great, or you've got the really cool shoes. It doesn't have to be any more revealing than I'm looking at the curtains if you don't want it to be, you know. It can be whatever you feel comfortable self-reporting. Then B is hyper-listening, with all the attunement and presence and mindfulness that you can possibly manage. Okay, like even more than you usually do, like hyper attunement, if I could call it that. And then also, while the person's talking, I want you to intentionally send appreciative thoughts to them, maybe even a beam gleam, like really let that eye, like, oh, you're special to me kind of look, right? As much as you want, it's up to you. Okay, and then we're gonna do like 2 minutes. You're in one role, I'm talking 2 minutes, then I'm gonna switch to listening 2 minutes, then I'm gonna talk, and I want you to notice which role you're more comfortable in. And we're gonna switch every 2 minutes. So this, in like 15 minutes, you'll have done it maybe 2 or 3 times each, okay? So pick a partner. You can spread out a little bit. You've got some chairs. And figure out who's A, and I'll try to time, I've got a timer. So A's are just self-reporting, B's are listening, hyper-attuned. Thank you. Beautiful. What did you notice? A little bit of time. Is there a microphone? Do we have a microphone? Or you can just come up and tell me. Is there a microphone available? Oh, great. Somebody had their hand up. Okay, back there. So this is a very brief exercise, but I'm curious what you might have found happening.
There's a great power in being heard and
Yes.
appreciated for just what you're saying without being interrupted or interjected.
Right, right. Anything else? That's beautiful. Anything else someone noticed? Do you feel more connected or less connected? How many people feel more connected? I think that's a lot of people. How many people feel less connected? I don't see anybody. Okay, so you're basically rocking the attachment system. Some of us feel a little bit more comfortable in our sense of self, or a little bit more in just being, in a sense of self because we didn't experience other in our childhoods as very nourishing. So this helps a person that came from that background to actually feel the nourishment, like you were saying, of someone deeply listening to them and appreciatively listening to them. So that helps correct the adaptation of away from other, right? And some people only notice other. They drop themselves and they're like so into other that they kind of self-abandon. So this, when you're self-reporting, it helps you get a more comfort, hopefully, in your sense of self. So this could take 15 minutes, 12 minutes, but it starts to create a balance of secure attachment between I'm relaxed in myself, I'm also relaxed in my connection with other. That's the intention of it. Does that make sense? Yes, here's another, do we have a microphone? Oh, there you are. I can't see, these lights are a little bright, so I feel like I'm looking into the afterlife. Hi, Grandma! Hi, Dad! Hi, Max! Yeah?
Yes, it's the ultimate connection, and we were both moved by how well we knew each other when we didn't know each other at all.
Exactly, how much intimacy is created just from doing that. It's a simple understanding of how the attachment system works and how we can generate intimacy even between different races, different people, different roles in the company.
To ask you about the person who's not interested in a good repair or a process, more significantly, a process, who will say, I don't like that. I don't like talking about it. I don't like processing.
I believe in giving people choice. You can observe this exercise or you can participate. I always give people choice. I believe people should have choice. So they can do it or not do it. But often when people are observing...
I don't mean in the exercise. Did you know that? I mean
repair,
in life.
Then I mean, you can only offer your side of the repair.
That's the answer.
And then I sometimes plant, like I had in my family, there's a lot of cutoff. Somebody gets pissed off, basically. I won't talk to you for like years. We're not talking a couple days. So that'll happen in my family, and that's actually a measurement of dysfunction, how much you cut off versus you connect. So my family has a lot of high rating on that particular thing. So has it happened? My favorite niece, who I love dearly, cut me off because I had been answering too many work calls during a visit or something, which was legitimate. I kind of screwed up. I did take work calls and I probably shouldn't have, whatever. But she said, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to have any contact with you. And I said, okay. I said, but I just want you to know while you're doing that, I'm going to give you space to do that. Of course, it's your choice. But I just want you to know I'm here loving you. If you need anything, I'm here. I'm awaiting the moment that you feel like you can reconnect with me, and I'll be very, very happy when that happens. And so I'm setting a context to make it easy for the person to come back. But she has the choice of, and she was gone for about 6 months. And then, of course, when we got reconnected, it was wonderful. You can only do what, people are at choice.
But that's helpful to add the interim, that I'm here anyway.
Yeah.
And
I'm here anyway, I love you, and that's not going to
Exactly.
change even though you're cutting me off. You're still sending a connection message. Dan Siegel says the most untapped reservoir of resource we have on the planet is people not knowing how to connect with themselves and not knowing how to connect with others. So learning how to connect, this is a big deal. And there's so many ways we can make it a little bit easier because sometimes we didn't come from histories where connection was always so beautiful and easy. Some of us did come from that. Then we're a little bit more relaxed about it. But these things can get corrected. It's in our natural biology to have secure attachment and social engagement. It's more about getting things out of the way, not creating something new. So that's when Eileen and Tammy were talking about obstacles. What I'm looking at is like, how do we reduce the obstacle of unresolved trauma? How do we reduce the obstacle of disrupted attachment that will definitely get triggered and get acted out in our adult lives, whether that's at work or in marriage or parenting or somebody on the street. I mean, it's everywhere. This is human journey work. It's not limited to any context. And we're all in the same human journey together. And I like to say we're all in the same soup, basically on low boil, right? So, and the more one person does it, we have a giant ripple effect. And if there's like 5 people in your company doing it, bigger ripple effect. What I'm going for is tsunami. I want a tsunami ripple effect of healthy connection because I think we deserve a lot of love in our life and we can have it. Thank you. Thank you.